and some guys not, like AD. Is that an issue? Is there anything that can be done? Is JWill doing it?
Yeah, I mean, you're trying from a conditioning perspective, eating right. I mean, his body looks good.
LeBron spends $1 million a year famously on his body.
I got to tell you guys, man, like, I'm 6'2", 190.
Well,
Yeah, it is a stretch, but I'll take it. You should see it in the program, though, Key. 6'3", 195. And I try to do the best to maintain and take care of my body, right? But Joel Embiid's 280 pounds.
Yeah, wide body.
He's 280 pounds. So, and so think about this. Shaq, right? I always laugh because I think about Shaq and Yao Ming, and Yao Ming is taller than Shaq, but Shaq weighing 300 pounds. Like, there's so much force, but Shaq wasn't moving around on the perimeter. Shaq wouldn't hit you with a shimmy
they wouldn't let him.
into a fadeaway. Yeah, but I mean, he didn't have the skill set to do that. One of the most dominant players to ever play the game. So think about all the movement that is then combined with 280 pounds with pre-existing back stuff. Like, that's hard to manage, where AD just has a frailer body.
So at 280, 7 feet legit, the skills, every facet of offense, plus he's a defensive game changer just on his size and his willingness to play it. Is he the best player in basketball?
Right now, yes. Right now, yes. Right now, yes.
What if KD was healthy?
It would be close. It would be a battle.
Wow.
It would be a battle that can I just tell you, as a hooper, when this whole trade went down, I got so excited, Key, because all I want to see is real basketball. And for me, what real basketball is, I don't rock with you. I don't like you. I want to beat your head in. And if I see you in the playoffs, I'm going to beat your ass.
See, KD,
that's what I want.
KD would be one for me because, to me, he's more dangerous.
He is?
He's just more dangerous, man.
Okay, so who's more unguardable right now, KD or JWill? If KD were healthy.
You almost made me curse with an S word.
That's my point. Like, I would have never thought somebody could be as unguardable as KD, but I'm starting to see.
I still think it's KD. I still think
I
it's
agree
KD.
with you, Key.
Okay.
But here's the question. What do you like more, Jay? Do you like – because Embiid right now has that mentality, I'm going to dominate this. KD's mentality to me is always like, what I love about KD, he'd make any team that ever was better by being on it. He could fit in anywhere because he lets the game come to him. He can dominate if he wants, but he can also fit in beautifully in any offense, defense, whatever you want, right? What do you like more? The guy who's like, give me the rock, I'm going to dominate, or the dude who's like, I can fit into any team concept and still walk away with 38 points, and you didn't even know I had 38 points because it came so easy.
That's fair.
Yeah, I want that.
I mean, look, you guys obviously know I love Kevin Durant, and I love his style of play. I don't think the game has ever seen anything like it. He's a unicorn, man.
Look at that. Yep.
He's and like I've worked out with him. I've seen it, right? Like all the different angles of attack. He can get his shot off, his size, how he can dance with the ball like a guard. He can beat you in so many different ways. Dang. But like I don't want to say that diminishes what we're watching from.
But you know what else?
Embiid,
let me tell you what puts it over the top for me with KD. You could work on your game. Are you a pure shooter, yes or no? KD is a pure shooter at 7 feet.
Oh, I'm not.
And that
KD is more. I think KD is more skilled. I think KD is more skilled.
But some people.
I'm trying to tell you the conversation. That's fine. That you can battle as KD. It ain't far off.
But that's insane. You're right.
Like,
that's such a good point.
And that's the whole point of this conversation.
That's such a good point. Like, we're really like arguing about or like trying to figure out who's better between KD and Embiid. That tells you what you need to know about Embiid.
To me, he's just more dangerous to me. That's all. It's not
scorer.
far off. He's just more as a scorer. He's just more dangerous. Now, Embiid is more bully. He more, all that. But KD walking into threes and stuff like that. I guess that to me just.
I guess here's the thing though, Key too. Like
dude walked into a three, boom.
Who do you put it on? Like, all right, so I look at matchups too, and it's just another way to look at it. It's not making one or the other better, right? So I have Ben Simmons. Okay, Ben, go get KD. Now I'm not saying Ben is going to stop KD, but size-wise, frame-wise,
do the best job you can.
I like that matchup. Can you give me a matchup like that for Embiid?
Well, you mean they don't? Ben Simmons is with KD.
No,
Yeah,
he's saying it's theoretically
theoretically
possible
to match up.
to match up
to
with
match
him.
up like a size and a frame with somebody and say, go guard him.
I'll bet you we could come up with someone who could guard
Go
Embiid
ahead.
as well as Simmons
only
could
thing
guard
I could
KD.
do, only thing I probably could do,
Andre Drummond?
probably is probably, and you probably slap me for this, would be Draymond.
Okay.
That's
Interesting.
But
really
you're still giving up a lot of height.
No, I'm
and
giving up,
and,
but
a lot of weight.
Yeah, but I can frustrate you too because I'm up on you. I'm in you. I got my back. I got my elbow right in your spine. I'm up on you, Jay.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna frustrate you to a point where you now gonna get out of the game that you want to play.
Who are the best defensive centers?
I mean,
That's the
Rudy
question.
Gobert, but the problem is with Rudy
Yeah, Gobert's a good.
That's
Gobert's a
fine.
good
Okay,
one.
come
yeah.
down. Dancing me in the perimeter.
Gobert, I mean.
No, but
Bring your ass out here on the 3-point line and come guard me.
Gobert won't be able to guard.
No.
Well, hold on. Forwards on the perimeter. I think Gobert could do a passable
Aaron Gordon?
job. I think Gobert's the answer
No, you think.
because Gobert got size, some weight, and real defensive.
It would still be hard
ability.
for him
I
on the
don't know.
perimeter.
Yeah, but it would still be hard for Simmons with KD just because it's KD.
I hear you, but he can handle the way of KD posting up. He can.
I
try
see
to
what you're
stay
saying.
on the perimeter.
In other words, there is a player who can at least answer at a high level, even if he ain't going to win the matchup, everything KD does. But there's no player who can answer everything Embiid does because Embiid is also 7 feet 280.
Yes.
It's a good point.
I don't know then, man. If I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's just
Stump
another
the chef.
interesting. It's just another interesting point.
I mean,
Doesn't make one
Gobert
better than the
would
other. It's
be
just
good.
an interesting point, man.
Yeah.
But then Embiid might, he'll get into that situation where he'll start trying to play on the perimeter and not get his big ass down on the blocks.
Hey, let me
He
tell
can
you
do
this.
that too.
Let me tell you this. Giannis ought to be the answer, but Embiid just gave him 42 and 14 in a win. And it ought to be the answer. Ought to be Giannis.
Giannis is 240. I mean, this dude's 280. It's 40 pounds more.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.